Do you remember a time when happiness didn't live inside a screen? When childhood meant scraped knees, dusty shoes, and coming home only when the streetlights turned on? When friends were real, not profiles? When boredom created imagination and silence created strength? If you're Gen X, this isn't just memory. This was your life. Today, let's talk about Gen X, the generation born between 1965 and 1980. The generation that grew up without the internet, but had to adapt to a world controlled by it. You grew up in a world that didn't constantly explain itself. You learned by watching, by failing, by getting back up without applause. They're often called the forgotten generation. You were raised in a time of balance. Parents worked hard, rules existed, but so did freedom. You were trusted to figure things out. You walked to school alone. You solved problems without Google. You learned patience because everything took time. Psychologically, this created something rare today: self-reliance. Gen X learned early that the world wouldn't always rescue them. So, they learned to rescue themselves. That's not cold. That's strength. Back then, no one talked much about mental health, but that didn't make you weak. It made you adaptable. Gen X was not raised to talk about feelings. They were raised to deal with it. Be strong. Don't make noise. So, you learned early to sit with discomfort, to push through hard days, to keep moving even when life didn't feel fair. So many of you learned to hide stress, normalize exhaustion, carry responsibility quietly. Psychology calls this resilience, the ability to bend without breaking. You didn't need constant validation. You didn't expect instant results. You understood that real growth is quiet, and that's why Gen X carries a calm confidence. Not loud, not flashy, but deeply rooted. Do you,